Hello, I'm Anna Cecília.
I'm Carol.
I'm Larissa.
My name is Maria.
Hi, and I'm Sabrina. We are students at CEFET-MG Campus Divinópolis, and we are in the second year of section production.
Have you ever heard of flat Earth?
What about scope vacuum bullshit?
And those people who don't believe in global warming.
Well, it's all just a huge lie.
We are here to debunk another scientific gossip. Imagine it, a trip to the market during a pandemic. They will definitely take your temperature. But with what?
Of course with a thermometer, but not just anyone.
There are several types of thermometer: bimetallic, radiation, meteorological, platinum light, and infrared, which is part of the reason for this video.
However, there are many meanings that is hoaxes surrounding its use during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people believe that this tool can cause damage to the pineal gland. It is a brain part of our body that has a very important function. Still waters spread the device laser leads to development of cancer and blindness. Will it be the eye of the Cyclops from the X-Men?
One of the main activities of the pineal gland is to secrete melatonin, a hormone that is activated in low light and is directly related to the regulation of our body metabolism.
But that's not science. It's just science fiction. So you understand better, let's go to biography of the infrared thermometer.
In 1892, Henri Le Chatelier, a French chemist and metallurgist, created the first optical pyrometer, a thermometer that measures the heat radiation from the surface of a body and reports the temperature.
Over the years, the optical pyrometer has evolved into the infrared guns we know. The performance of the equipment assumes that at any temperature above absolute zero, atoms are in constant motion, that is, they have Kitchener energy. Following this logic, the higher the temperature, the more Kitchener energy this molecule has.
When the electrons of these atoms move, energy is emitted in the form of electromagnetic radiation, which is generated by the movement of particles of matter, is classified as thermal radiation.
The study of this type of radiation began with the German physicist Robert Kirchhoff from his analysis of the relationship between absorbed heat and emitted heat. He formulated two laws for the study of the thermal radiation.
Kirchhoff's first law is the color of the emitted radiation depends of the frequency, which depends of the temperature of the heated body, whatever its composition. The second law introduced the concept of the black body, which is one that absorbs and the radiation that falls on it.
The black body spectrum was and still is very important for the study of the electromagnetic radiation.
With this reason, we process a Wills law, physical rule that relates the wavelength, therefore its frequency, with its temperature. Therefore, the higher the temperature of a body, the shorter the wavelength it emits. As the wavelength is inversely proportional to the frequency, we concluded that the higher the temperature of a body, the higher the frequency of the radiation it emits.
It is not a constitution, but it has one more law, the Stephan-Boltzmann law, which states that the total energy radiated per area of a black body in unit time P is directly proportional to the fourth power of its temperature T.
In graph X, we see that a body at 900 Kelvin temperature emits radiation at lower frequency and also emits a larger amount of radiation per area. An object with a temperature of 1500 Kelvin emits radiation at higher frequency and with more intensity.
By joining these two physical laws, we can conclude that the body temperature determines the frequency of the emitted radiation and also the intensity of this radiation.
When we apply Wills' law to the Cyclops victims, which have a temperature on the order of 310 kelvins. We will see that it emits radiation in the infrared frequency range of the electromagnetic spectrum.
Each object emits infrared energy according to its temperature. This radiation released by the body's by stroke the air and focused by an infrared sensor inside the thermometer from an optical system.
Since all people radiate infrared energy and the amount emitted is proportional to the kinetic energy of the particles in the body, the Cyclops pistol measures this amount and converts it to temperature.
After validating the mechanism of an infrared thermometer, return to the main question. Is the gossip that using the instrument pointed at the forehead causes brain damage, cancer, and blindness false? Yes, it's pseudoscience.
We can say this because experts in the field were interviewed and scientifically argued that this is anatomically impossible for the thermometer to hurt the pineal gland. This happens because it is protected by tissues and bone structures.
So, this information about the damage to the gland is unfounded. In addition, these thermometers are used all over the world. They are authorized by the North American Federal Agency, responsible for authorizations in the health area and by Anvisa.
Also, the laser radiation used in a thermometer is different from cancer-causing radiation. It works with particles of light concentrated and emitted in the form of a continuous beam. Infrared exposure time for temperature risk is too short to cause damage, and thermometer laser cause cancer.
The instrument should not be oriented towards the eyes, as there may be the possibility of injury. Because of this, many choose to orient it towards the wrist.
Therefore, it is possible to conclude that fake news is spread as much as the virus during the pandemic.
Unfortunately, the infrared pistol is no longer part of the X-Men. Now that we have proven that its use does not harm the human body, its superpower is taking people's temperature.
We know that science is the area that explains, through rigorous tests, human and natural phenomena.
Therefore, the infrared thermometer is an instrument that has validation, explanation, and scientific verification, both for its development and for its use.
We hope you learned a little more about the applications of the infrared thermometer and its importance.
Thanks for watching this far. Share in the Fake News family group and with the pseudoscience followers.
Leave your like and subscribe to our channel.
Even though it hurts.